And in other uncomfortable racial news, it's sad news. We found out this week that Sydney Sweeney is a Nazi. That was just... no, she's not. But you all see the ad that she's out there. This is a very important ad that we're seeing now. There she is, dressed like Jay Leno in all blue denim. And she talks about the fact that she has blue eyes, and then she says, I have great genes, you know, because she's wearing jeans. But according to the woke people, this means that she's a white supremacist. It also doesn't help that her bra size is 36 KKK. And that the name she gave her tits is the Proud Boys. But other than that, no, it's. I will say this, they should have been aware when they wrote this ad that this is what some people were going to think. I don't think they did it on purpose, but I also think it's pretty funny that all the online social justice girls are like, it's racist. There's no such thing as good genes. Right, and then you go on Tinder and swipe left on every bald guy.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
America.
All right, so what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van. We are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up, clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well, for that is the only price of admission for our live streams, man. Good morning to you guys. Hopefully you're doing well. Prayerfully you gave, you set aside a moment of your time this morning to give God praise, glory, and honor for waking you up this morning, starting you on your way, giving you strength to make it through another day. Providing you and your family with shelter, a roof over your heads, protecting you from seen and unseen dangers as you and your family slept last night. The activity of your limbs, water in your fridge and through your pipes. You know what I mean? There's so many things to be thankful for. Thankful for each other. I know when I have these live streams, a lot of times, you know what I mean, us content creators, we can get a little big-headed and believe that y'all are here for us. And a lot of times y'all pull up just to hang out with your friends that you've met from all over the world, from many different platforms that you met them on, just to say hi and to share a moment with them. So since you guys are here, I just want to say thank you for pulling up, man. And y'all are just dope. Y'all are dope. Yeah. Y'all are dope, man. Hey, Courtney, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. We got a couple of things to talk about today. Check this out right here. Thank you, God, for bringing us all together and for another day to glorify your name. In Jesus' name, amen. I love that. I love that. Make sure that if you're following me on X, right, do me a favor and share the post, and I will follow you back. Let me go ahead and do what I'm asking you to do right now. Where are all my people? And I know y'all probably out enjoying your day, but you know what I mean, I just wanted to pull up and say something to y'all. I came across a couple of videos that I wanted to share with you all. This Bill Maher clip was one of them. I thought this was absolutely hilarious. Usually when I see Bill Maher, he hit or miss when it comes to his content, whether or not it's funny or not. You know what I mean? Obviously that's subjective to say if somebody's funny, but for me, Bill Maher is not always funny. For that one, it was funny because so many people are getting butthurt about this Sydney Sweeney ad. I thought it would have died down now. I'm black. Maybe I'm not, because I don't get offended by the same thing that most black people get offended by. I really don't. That whole SS thing with her name being Sydney Sweeney and the blue jeans, the blonde blue eyes and all this other crap, eugenics and... Bruh, I miss it all. And I think the Lord protects me from having to understand why everybody's so offended, because I ain't got time to be offended. I got to hustle. I got to grind. I got to, help people figure out this content creation thing. I got to figure out my own content creation thing. You know what I mean? I got to come up with my own stories to report on and my own schedule and my own family to manage. There's so many things that I'm dealing with. I don't know how in the hell people got so much time that they want to salivate over something as silly as a cute white girl in a daggone jeans ad. It makes no sense to me. Also, we got Michael Rapaport. First time I seen him on, he was in a lot of black movies. Michael Rapaport, but he was also in American History X, I believe. And he played the skinhead, or was that Higher Learning? Was that Higher Learning? No, he was in Higher Learning. Was he in Higher Learning? Yeah, he was in Higher Learning. But apparently Michael Rapaport, he has crashed out on Candace Owens. And I'm going to tell you exactly why he crashed out on her, because Candace said some things about Israel, and he believed that she hates Jews because of it. She also said that Christ is king, and he believes that she hates Jews because of it. And since he's a Jew, I guess he wants to be the Dr. Umar of Jews, where he want to come and save the day for all Jews. And apparently Candace is the demon in this equation, and he wants to get rid of her because of that. Courtney, thank you for being the first person and only person to put up a super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Lisa Marie, Sugar Shane, Courtney with a C. Shout out to B. What's up, B? Shout out to all my members too. In my greens, I gotta shout out my greens. I shout out my blues. Now I gotta shout out my greens. All right, what's up, Katarina? I forgot Katarina. I did not see you, Katarina. My bad. That's on me. And shout out to Nanny's Take on the World, who is not here this morning. She's on travel. She's on travel, headed to Florida. Hopefully you had a safe trip and everything. That's one of my blues. Also one of my YouTubers. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. As far as my greens, what's up, Jared Dupree? Always pulling up to show some love, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Trisha Spates. What's going on, Trisha? Thank you so much for pulling up. I appreciate you. Twyla, Lily. What's going on, Twyla? Yeah. So we got all of our blues, our greens up in the house. What's up, Grofty? We got Grofty up in here. Yeah. Let me know where y'all are listening this morning. If you're at home, washing dishes, washing clothes, folding clothes, cleaning up the deck, you probably power washing the backyard for a cookout. I don't know what you're doing. Just let me know what you're doing while you're checking us out this morning. I think I saw Miss Mika pull up. Hello, Mika. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Mika. Shout out to Mika. All right, so we about to go ahead and jump into it. Something on this post will offend somebody. When you get offended, do not throw it at me. I'm not the one offending you. It's the content that I'm playing. All right. And if I fussed at you this week and I made you feel some type of way, let me know that as well. I'm not going to apologize, but I'm not in the business of beefing with people and having little issues, because life is way too precious to spend all of your energy on negative thoughts and relationships. You know what I mean? All right. So we're going to jump into it. Thanks again for pulling up. Hit that like button, gang. We're going to start off with some ignorance that came from the whole Sydney Sweeney ad. Yeah. So here's what happened. Sydney Sweeney, she does an ad. She's a little cute white girl. And now you got all these black girls and white girls, Jews and Gentiles, who are all going up against her, man, because they are just ridiculous and out their damn minds. They're out their damn minds. I don't agree with none of them, because y'all are stupid and y'all just want to have something to be upset with, because your lives suck. Yeah, that's what I surmise. We also got Jasmine Crockett, who's out doing the daggone speech again, trying to rile up the troops, rile up the base, because they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing, man. Y'all check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. I don't know why all liberals gotta look like this, bro. Can we have one beautiful, attractive one that come to the forefront that got something to say about Sydney Sweeney? That's all I want to see. I want one of you guys to look better than Sydney Sweeney if you got something to say about her. Obviously, this one does not, but I want y'all to hear what she has to say, because she's so black that she's African right now. She got African bones, fake African bones going through her daggone face, trying to be as African as possible with all the beads and everything. And she even got on some jeans. She got on a whole jean outfit that don't match. The denim don't even match. And it's not American Eagle. I believe it's Levi's, because Beyonce represents Levi's. And just in case y'all didn't know, Beyonce is the queen of black women. All right. Just want y'all to know that. Although she also has a blonde wig. You cannot make this sugar honey iced tea up, man. What's up, JJ? What's up, Critical Thinking? Try it. Man, shout out to all my greens, man. We are growing like crazy. If y'all want to join our membership, hit that join button that's right there. All right, hit that join button. I don't have a poll for you guys today. We're just going to have some fun on this daggone show. And thanks again for pulling up, gang.
Good genes are passed down. Minds are blue. First of all, you don't get denim blue without black hands, without black knowledge. So why are they still centering whiteness to sell us something that we literally built? The iconic denim blue wouldn't exist without indigo. And indigo didn't grow here. Indigo was brought here along with the people who knew how to grow it, how to ferment it, and how to turn it into dye. That deep blue, our ancestors mastered it long before.
Why she got them kitchen beads in her hand, man? Y'all remember them kitchen beads? When I was younger, man, I promise y'all, my whole apartment is about the same size as our bedroom right now. And I'm not saying that to flex. I'm just simply saying kitchen beads back in the day was something fancy in black neighborhoods. I don't know if y'all had them in white neighborhoods too, but I can only speak on my upbringing. And when you go into the kitchen, right, just to make it seem like it was more fancy was, we had beads that you had to walk through like you can always hear when somebody's going in the kitchen. I think that's why my guardian did that, so we wouldn't be in and out of the daggone refrigerator without her knowing, because you could not sneak into the kitchen without going through them daggone beads. That's what her hair looked like, bro. And can y'all see this? I'm bent like this so the racists and white supremacists stopping to comment have a chance to kiss my ass. Okay, let's continue.
Long before white people knew what to do with the plant. And when Europeans realized that, they didn't ask us. They enslaved us for the knowledge, not just the labor. That knowledge was stolen, and it built their empire. Before cotton, indigo was one of the first cash crops in America, and it made white families rich. It helped to fund colonies. And every drop of that blue was pulled from black bodies, black intellect, and black labor. So when American Eagle uses Sydney Sweeney to sell great jeans, they're not selling jeans, they're selling erasure. And for what? Some likes and views and
She gotta be trolling. She gotta be trolling. Who is this lady? Who is this chick, man? She gotta be trolling, bro. Look at her with her hands in her bum top pockets. Don't nobody put their hands in their pockets like that. Ain't nowhere in the world. She gotta be trolling. Is she a comedian? Somebody let me know if she's a comedian. She gotta be, bro.
And for what? Some likes and views and a slogan, while the people who made it possible are fighting to be recognized in their own history. If you're wearing denim, you're wearing a story rooted in knowledge, in resistance, in a stolen legacy. So don't dress it up in whiteness and call it heritage. We've always had good genes. We've always been the blueprint.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God, man. Ah, Lord. Is that... Okay, guys. Y'all got to tell me, man. Is she trolling? Like, do y'all know her? Are y'all familiar with her at all? Her content? She got to be. Because this right here is ridiculous. And I don't want to say ridiculous, but out of respect for some people that I know that have issues with the other word I want to use, I'm not going to use it. But come on, bro. You cannot be serious. Hold on. There's another one. There is another one. This young lady right here. There's another one, guys. All right. So people just got to take up for black people. Like, point out the whiteness that's going on and stand up against whites. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So damn ridiculous. Wheezy, what's going on, Wheezy? What the hell did I just see? I don't know what you just now saw. That chick had fake bones in her nose, a whole lot of kitchen beads in her hair. She was styling and profiling, man. And then she had on a denim outfit just to let y'all know that y'all ain't doing nothing in your little American Eagle denim. Whatever she had on, I think she had on some Parasucos, maybe some Levi's, because Levi's was represented by Beyonce. I don't know why Beyonce ain't representing her original style that wasn't nobody buying, called DeLeon, House of DeLeon or something like that. Wasn't nobody buying that. Wasn't nobody buying that, bro. All right, here's another black woman that got something to say to you white people. We tired of you white people.
This cannot exist without this, and maybe even more problematically, this. All forms of media, it doesn't matter what it is, exist within the culture and political context of the society in which it is released. So the growing rise of conservatism has everything to do with the new American Eagle campaign. That campaign would not have been able to be released even 5 years ago because we did not exist within the same climate. It doesn't take a genius to recognize that a white person idolizing Aryan features on mainstream media is a dog whistle for white supremacy. It's happened before and it can happen again, and it will continue to happen if we close our eyes and say everything isn't that deep, because it literally is. Recently, over the past maybe like 5 to 10 years, the Overton window has shifted so far to the right that it has allowed media like this to trickle into the mainstream. And if people do not recognize it and put an end to it and call it out like people have been doing with this
Okay, I'm done with this.
It will lead to...
Okay, these videos are stupid. I don't like them. I want to skip to where my man, what's his name? Where Anton Daniels fired these folk up. And I believe there's a longer clip on the internet, but I only have this 2-minute one. I need y'all to hear this. Shout out to Anton Daniels for this right here. When I came across this, it was on TikTok, I believe. And I think he was on a panel. And he was asked, should you align with people based off of character instead of race? Because black culture is like somebody wants to know. No, that's not what he was asked. He was asked about the black culture. Like, do he rock with the black culture? I want y'all to hear his answer. His answer was so raw. I'm not going to interrupt it. Shout out to this brother. He's killing it. He's killing it. Like, I don't know if y'all heard this already, but it addresses all of the people, like the two young ladies I just now played that were butthurt and were offended about the white girl, Sydney Sweeney, being the, I guess, the model for American Eagle. And they felt like, oh, I can't believe that they are bigging up white people, saying that white genetics are good genes. You damn right white genetics are good genes to white people. Y'all should lift that up. There's many times I see somebody who got certain bone structures and certain like beautiful teeth and long flowing hair, or just curly hair, or the color of their hair, or how thick their hair is, or how, you know what I mean, how healthy their hair is. And we always equate that to their good genes, their mom, their grandmom, their aunts, their fathers, someone that we equate to for those good genes. But for some reason, everybody want to be so racial. Let me tell you this right here. Before I play this, I want to say this. And I need for y'all to hear me when I say this, bro. This whole black and white thing is some BS, and it's all propaganda to push whatever economic agenda that they have on the left, in my opinion. Anybody that pushes race before anything are weirdos, they're idiots, and we should not show them any respect whatsoever. All right? Because a lot of people want to push their race before anybody. And I say this: be proud of your heritage. Be proud of people who look like you and all those things if you want to. But at the end of the day, I want you to focus on what's real. Because the color of you and your friends and your family and your community don't freaking matter, bro. If we go to war, I can care less if the person on my right, my left, in the front, and on my six look like me. I just rather you have my back. Do you have my back? If you got my back, I got your back. If you got me and my family's back, I got you and your family back. For real. I'm putting my life on the line for your kids if you putting your life on the line for mine. That's just how they go. I don't care if you're red, white, blue, black, green, yellow, whatever the case may be. I'm putting my life on the line for people who also want to make sure that we protect all of our liberties and all of our rights that we currently have. You know what I mean? That we protect what God created, you know? So that's why I think what he's about to say in this is so important. So shout out to Anton Daniels. If you know him, let him know what's going on, that we are checking it over here. And you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. If you white or black, listen, bro, when it go down and I'm in trouble and you're near me, you help me out. If you in trouble and I'm near you, I got your back. That's how it should be. Like, oh, nah, that's a white dude going through that. Nah, I'm minding my business. No, that's stupid as hell. Same way if somebody's in trouble and I say, nah, they a Democrat. I'm gonna leave them alone. Let them go through that. They deserve to go through that. They F around, find out. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. What's the point? Just to make me feel good? How can I say that I love the Lord? How can I say that I'm a Christian? I put God first before anything, and then be so damn demonic when it comes to helping other people that God created in his image? Come on, man. All right, let's get to it. This is Anton Daniels, guys. All right.
Fuck the black community.
Yeah. Worse
Fuck
than
black culture. Fuck the black community. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers, bro. I rock with people based off of the content of their character, literally, and not the color of their skin. If you black and you—
All right, so whoa. Let me back this up just for a second. All right, I'm gonna start it again. I'm not gonna interrupt it, but my bad for not telling y'all to put on y'all earmuffs. All right, trigger warning. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And it actually gets worse because Michael Rapaport is going to say so much more of seasoned dialogue to Candace Owens. For some reason, this dude is so daggone butthurt about Candace. I don't know. All right, let's go, Let's go, Anton.
fuck the black community.
Yeah. Worse
Fuck
than
black culture. Fuck the black community. I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers, bro. I rock with people based off of the content of their character, literally, and not the color of their skin. If you black and you a good person, I fuck with you. If you black and you a robber, fuck you, right? If you white and you a good person, I fuck with you. If you white and you a robber, fuck you. But the fact that we keep separating ourselves based off of skin color is the thing that keep you distracted from the idea that you think it's a race war and it's really a class war. It ain't never been a race war. It's always been a class war. It's the haves and the have-nots. And the thing that keep you— listen, the fastest way for somebody to finesse you is to call themselves a blackity black. It's to use proper— if it was so easy for us to solve for the problem of aligning ourselves, and if all of these leaders was gonna be able to do so, then how come they ain't did it yet? Umar Johnson been building this school for 15 fucking years. Where is it at, yo? Where?
Facts.
Where's it at? But here's the thing. It's the culture that's trash. It's the things that we celebrate the most. And that's why I align myself with people based off of character, because it was never based off of the idea of race. Race was the thing that was used in order to keep you distracted. They keep using race in order to justify the fact that they think that you're behind. I see immigrants come over here every single day and they African. They from Nigeria. They from all over the fucking globe, and they work their ass off and they become more successful than you.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about that. They always want to go directly to, well, since they're not from here, they don't have to deal with the social norms and all this other stuff, and they get added benefits for being immigrants, and they get this and they get that, and we help them so much more, and blah, 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 and they look out for their own people. Shut the hell up. We put out all these excuses because we can't do what they're doing, but yet we want to lift ourselves up to being the best thing since sliced bread. Black and beautiful. Melanin popping. Black don't crack. We getting money. We got style. They copying us. They want to be like us. They can never be like us. We run sports. We this. We that. But our economic status continues to fall below every group in this country. But yet we want to talk our sugar honey iced tea like we done did something. Come on, man. My bad for cutting that off, man. But Anton, you keep going, brother.
They from Nigeria. They from all over the fucking globe, and they work their ass off and they become more successful than you. How is that possible when you born here? How is that possible when you're born here, right? I don't have to pull you up. You got all of the opportunity in the world to do so. I'm not fucking with nobody just because they black. I hate when I see businesses to say it's a black-owned business. I'll be like, oh, so you just trying to get a leg up because we the same color? Man, I don't know who the fuck you could be beating your wife in the other room. I'm supposed to give you my money just because you black? I don't know what you doing in your spare time.
This dude said, man, look, you want me today gonna come to your business, spend my money simply because you say it's black-owned business. For all I know, you could be beating your wife. You can be abusing your kids. You can be that pedo uncle who's taking advantage of your nieces and your nephews. For all I know, you can be in the church taking advantage of people's kids. We don't know that. You can be scamming moms out of their money, promising things and leaving people with baby mothers all over the place. But yet you're saying, I got a black-owned business, you need to support me. Nah. For what? For what? But then if you look like me and you talk like this, they're going to try to get you. The thing is, you got to not give a damn, bro. You got to not care. Because at the end of the day, they don't have a heaven nor hell to put you in, and vice versa. We got to live here together, man. The only time we stick together is during the Olympics. That's when we're all Americans. It's ridiculous. That's when we're all Americans. We don't just say, well, I got to rep Jamaica because I love Jamaica. No, we rep America when it comes to Olympics. You know, the major dingling swinging competition that we have every 2 to 4 years, the summer versus the winter Olympics. Yeah, those. But he's 1000% correct, man. Here's my thing. All right. I think if we were to focus on what's important, we would get much further. We would be honest. We wouldn't care that we're on the right side or wrong side. It's something like the internet right now, right? The internet is not the same as it used to be. Back in the day, you could have a certain amount of followers, and if your stuff was trash, you would still get the wave that you're supposed to get. Well, now it's all about algorithm, personal algorithm. We only fall in front of people that want us to fall in front of them. If you want me to be in your algorithm, you got to click on some of my videos. You got to watch it. And then when they suggest more, you got to click more. If you don't, they stop suggesting it. It's that simple. And this is for most platforms. All right. Now, they still play their little games where they shut you out if you say certain things or you violate their community guidelines. They try to censor you and they stop your water from flowing, so to speak. But at the end of the day, man, good people are good people, bad people are bad people, and you should act accordingly. When my kids were very small and they used to go to school, my wife used to say the same thing to them ever since they were very, 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 very young, all the way through their college experience, all the way through them graduating college. She would say, make good choices, be a good friend. To all of my kids, whenever they about to leave for school, if she's home, if she hasn't already gone to school, going to work already, she would tell them, make good choices, be a good friend. All right? She ain't say go out there and be black, represent your blackness. No, none of that. I mean, it's natural. You're going to represent who you are and what you look like in your community naturally. But for you to get out there and start stumping for people simply because they look like you, regardless if they are killing their own people, selling drugs to their own people, the police out here killing us, not more than we're killing us. Trump trying to destroy this country, not more than we're trying to destroy our communities. With the music, with our actions, how we get out there and we just riding on each other. We're selling drugs to our neighbors, our friends, moms and dads. We're selling drugs to our family members just so we can get a bag. And we celebrate that in black culture. We celebrate it. And none of our what you call it? None of the people who lead black culture says anything about it because they get so much money from it. Jay-Z ain't ever going to tell people to stop selling drugs. Ever. He's never going to tell people to stop to get married before you have sex. Why would you do that? Why would Beyonce do that? It don't help them. They need for you to continue to F up your community so that they can get paid. Yet, we say that they are the ones that love us. They are our leaders. We got to follow them. We do what they say. It's all trash, man. We need to stop being guided by something as simple as our skin color because it's absolutely ridiculous, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels for putting that out for real. That was dope. That was dope. I don't know if y'all really heard what he was picking up, what he was putting down, but that was absolutely phenomenal, bro. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Didn't Michael Jackson address that tired issue in his song Black or White? Yeah, he did. He most certainly did. He also addressed it in one of my favorite songs by Michael Jackson is Man in the Mirror. Because that's how we're going to change everything. Instead of putting it off on someone else or just constantly trying to blame people based off of, I don't know, what they're reporting on the news or all this other stuff. If we were to start with ourselves, we will be okay. Could you imagine if everybody in your neighborhood started with themselves? Like, I'm going to make myself better. And if I'm constantly focusing on myself, how can I focus on you, your shortcomings, where you fall short? Huh? How can I focus on that when I got to focus on me? I got to focus on building me up. I got to make up my own bed. I got to get out there and be successful so that I can take care of my own family. And then once I take care of what's going on inside of my four walls, those walls that I live in, then I can step outside in the community and take care of the community. Then I go to the city and the county and the state and the country. But we skip that. We don't even have our own ducks in a row. But all we need is a daggone phone. And we would get up on social media and act like we got it all together. As phenomenal of a husband as I am, I done effed up so many daggone times, it's crazy. I shouldn't be married right now. As amazing as my children are, I still don't know how they became the way that they are. Because I don't have any college education, but yet they all have college educations. They're all respectful. You know what I mean? Not saying that I don't know my part. I'm just saying I don't take the credit for it. I just played my role. These are my children. That's my wife. I got to be a good husband or try to be. I got to be a good father or try to be. I can't just pass them on to society. I can't say, here, government, raise them. Take care of my family. I can't say, here, school, take care of my family. Teach them everything that they need to know. No. When they come home from school, that's when their real learning starts. How respecting one another, watching over each other, learning how to cook, learning how to fix things, learning how to take care of the house on the inside and out, learning how to respect adults. It's respect everybody that earns it, learning how to take up for yourself. Because I'm not always going to be there. Your mom's not always going to be there. You got to learn how to take up for yourself, communicate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, we've become so pussyfoot because we allow it. No more of that, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels, bro. You done started something, bro. Miss Mika, and thank you so much, Tijuana Border Jumper. I appreciate you, brother. I'm a prime example of black and white making babies. Black and white making babies in the U.S. Is that what you said? I'm a prime example of black and white making babies. Is that what you're saying, Mika? And yeah, let me tell you something. She's one of the sharpest people that you will ever meet. And hopefully you're not on the opposite side of the conversation when you're having a debate, because Shorty's smart as hell. She's smart. But guess what? It's not only because of her. It's not only because of her. It's a lot because of her mom, her dad, her granddad, like her whole village pitches in. Like that's what it's about. And now it's the same way with her own family. Her whole village makes sure that they're good. She makes sure that they're good. Number one priority. Her kids, she got one that's really young. And she's already smarter than most damn people that's probably 10 years older than her. Because she makes sure that she focuses on the right things. That's what this is all about, man. She'll say, well, since you got some melanin in your skin, it's going to be hard on you out here since you got some melanin in your skin. You know, the white people are going to make sure that they come down on you. Although we do have some Caucasians in our family, you got some melanin in your skin, so you're going to have to face some things that white people don't have to face. That's how you create victims. That's how you create victims from a very young age. You tell them that it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be tough for you. It's not the same for when they pull over somebody else that don't look like you. It's BS, man. We all got our things to face. Let me ask you something. Do white people have issues with police sometimes? I don't know. I'm black. Do white people have issues with police sometimes? Because I would guess and say maybe, yeah. Like a criminal is not only black. Criminals are all colors. Just like police. They're not only white. Police are all colors. But yet, if you talk to the most black person that you've ever talked to, they will have you believe that the police originated as the people to make sure that the slaves come back and don't run off the plantation. And they are exactly the same as they always was. KKK, they didn't go anywhere. They are dressed in blue now. They carry guns. We pay their salaries. They are the ones that's out there protecting and serving, but they're only protecting and serving people that look like them. It's the dumbest sugar honey iced tea in the world, man. I just got an issue with victims. And sometimes when I'm talking to people and they constantly want to complain, even if their complaints are valid, even if your complaint is valid, I don't want to hear it because we all got our stuff. We all got our lots. You're going to face hardships. You have to. How do you expect to become tough? You're gonna face some failures. You have to. How do you expect to know what winning feels like? If all you do is win, you'll never face any. Most people who have succeeded on a very high level will tell you that their failures taught them more than their successes. And that's 1000% the truth. The thing is, we're so pussy that we cannot go through the fire, knowing that iron sharpens iron. We gotta go through it. We gotta be beat up. That's why I give women so much respect. Hey, thank you so much, Mika. I appreciate you. Hopefully I read that properly. I probably didn't, but you know me. Wheezy, Unfiltered. It would be nice if the rest of the world figures out it is a class war and not a race war. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of these things that's happening, it's all about that mighty dollar. It's all about that mighty dollar. It really is. Class for sure. But the only time we say it's not class is when we want to support people regardless of how much they're taking advantage of us. Them Michael Jordans that we was killing each other over. Yeah, he black, but he don't give a damn. They will pay for these $300 shoes. I see them getting killed for it, but guess what? I'm going to continue to put them out there and lift the price up, make sure that the have-nots can't afford it, and they're going to continue to rob and kill for it. That's not my issue. I'm just about becoming billionaire, period. And guess what? I don't fault him. If you got a business, you got a product, and you see that they're going crazy over your stuff, that means that you should stop selling it because somebody ain't got I ain't got nothing to do with that. Their parents need to raise them. Their village need to take care of them. What is their pastor doing? All these hoods got a daggone church on the corner. Same way that they got a daggone liquor store on the corner. It's just that they continue to make the wrong decision. They're going to the wrong damn corner. And sometimes they go to the liquor store and then they go to church. And this is not only the congregants. Sometimes it's the pastor that go to the liquor store, then go to the church so he can teach his people. Teaches people how to give unto me so I can live like a fat cat. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Thank you so much, Weezy. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's definitely a class issue for sure. For sure. Thank you. Tawana Border Jumper. Grace Jones was told she was too black to make it in the fashion industry. The woman is now a fashion icon and music legend. Oh my God, man. I wish I had one of them stories. People said I was, you know what? I'm going to make up one. Thank you, Tijuana Border Jumper. They said I would never make it on social media because I'm black. Because I'm black. That's why the only successful channels you ever see are white. You got to read, my brother. You got to read, my brother. Think. Then they try to make you feel slow for not following along with their dumbness. You just sitting there like, and they talking about, you got to think. You got to look deeper than that, brother. You got to see that, these white people been after us for a long time. Why you think they gave us chitlins? Why you think they gave us McDonald's? They trying to destroy the black community. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Because now that I think about it, McDonald's are only in black neighborhoods. You right, man. Y'all need to listen to this brother. They trying to kill us with the food. They don't put no McDonald's in the white neighborhoods. They don't put no Taco Bell in no white neighborhood. After a certain point, man, you're like, please, man, I know you feel like you have some valid points, but could you please shut the up? I'm tired of hearing you complain. Quoting Dr. King and Malcolm X, your leaders. Here's the difference. And I'm going to get off this topic in a second. But here's the difference between quoting Malcolm X and actually doing something about what's going on, or quoting Dr. King and actually doing something like being a catalyst for success and the catalyst of change. What Anton Daniels is talking about. Black people, especially Democrats, white Democrats, probably really don't want to hear this. So if you clip and share this, make sure you clip and share this part right here. All right. When you start talking about the content of your skin, the content of your character and not the color of your skin, that breaks down their argument, because Dr. King was talking about not judging people based off of the color of their skin, but the content of their character. And everybody that has an issue with this Sydney Sweeney ad, judging her based off of the color of her skin. They're judging her based off of the color of her eyes, her hair. And now there are people out there talking about, but she's not a natural blonde. She dyed her hair to be blonde. So you can't say that. Y'all ain't got to defend her at all. Just let the ignorant people be out there just going around in circles trying to chase their tails, because that's what they want to do. They are low vibration individuals, and all they want to do is start sugar honey iced tea. And if there's no sugar honey iced tea to start, they are bored. That's why whenever we have a big old party or a big old cookout, or they're at a spot like an amusement park or anywhere where there's peace, they are bored until there's chaos. And if they don't start the chaos, we got to start it. We got to make up a reason to start some chaos, because that's what drives us. It's low vibration. These are the characters you're dealing with on a daily basis that want to teach you how to deal with them. Nah, nigga. We all have to, at a certain point, and we fake like we don't acquiesce, but we all have to make sure that we get with the program, because we have other people around us who don't necessarily reason the way we reason. They don't have the same background or level of understanding that we have on certain things. And it's our job to give people grace until they learn how things move in these different spaces. That's just how it is. But we got to remove all of the negativity and try to work together. We got to go out of our way to work together. And if we don't, we're going to continue to fall. We're going to continue to fall. And the wild thing is, throughout all of this turmoil, racial relations and all this other stuff, negativity that we hold with one another, we still have the best empire in the world. Still have the best. All these blackity blacks talking about how amazing Africa is. I wonder, will they move there? The answer is the most affluent will move there for a minute and they will bring their tails right back because they're going to realize that it's nowhere near as good as the United States. Period. What they're used to, they're going to want it back. Shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Jennifer Jackson. Thank you so much for joining the YouTube membership. I appreciate you. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about with your popcorn and your butter. She got the popcorn and the butter, just buttering, buttery popcorn. Shout out to Sugar Shane for gifting a membership to somebody. So take advantage of that, guys. Somebody grab that membership that he's gifting. I don't even know how that works. How does that work? Did you gift it to somebody specifically? Because I know Renee has gifted like 5 at a time and other people has gifted a few at a time. So yeah, I think that's absolutely dope. Like, for instance, Grofty just now gifted 5 memberships to people. So if you're not already a member of the LFR family channel, take advantage of those memberships. All right. Just make sure you hit the like button first and follow this and make sure you watch this whole thing all the way through. Okay. Thanks a lot for the super chat. Jennifer, I appreciate you. And Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you, man. Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony. Side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh, Lord, why don't we? All right, here we go.
Down.
All right, so now we got some new news coming out. So Candace Owens said this right here, and then Michael Rapaport went off on her.
First of
What in the
all,
world? Let me.
you don't get denim blue without
Okay,
black
shut
hand.
up, lady. Be quiet. I need to find out if she's a daggone. If she's a daggone. Now I'm gonna play Michael Rapaport first.
I would like.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Michael Rapaport first, and then I'm gonna play the Candace Owens video that made him this way. Like, this dude he's very. Where's Jesse Lee Peterson when we need him? We need him to just pop out and say, beta. How does he say? Beta. I got to put a little bit more. Got to put a little twang in your voice. Beta. It's something. I think I'm a little off key. Beta. Okay. I know I'm off. Okay, man. Grow the hell up. Okay, here we go. Michael Rapaport talking about Candace.
I would like, if there's 100,000 Jews, if there's 100,000 Jewish people, if there's 100,000 righteous people, if there's 100,000 people that believe in right and wrong, unfollow this. And it doesn't mean cancel her. I can never cancel or get Candace Owens
That's what it means,
canceled
though.
or something like that.
Unfollow her. That's
she
what it means.
doesn't deserve your clicks. She doesn't deserve your attention. Certainly if you're a Jew. This is a nasty lady. And Candace Owens, you nasty little rat. You black-eyed rat. Her eyes are black. Do you like anything, Candace Owens? Do you like sushi? Do you like a BLT? Do you like a cheeseburger? Is there any music you like? Any movies do you like? Do you like yourself, bitch? I don't think you even like yourself. Do you like being a parent? Do you like your husband? Does your husband like you? Candace Owens' husband, come get this bitch. Your bitch is nasty. She's a nasty, rotten, sick puppy with, deranged loser. Candace Owens' husband, come get your nasty, angry, sloppy, dirty, disgusting little. She's nasty. She's shit. Is there anything you like? All she talks about is hate and what she doesn't like and the deep, dark fake news that she conjures up because she reads this on the internet and that on the internet. Does anything bring you joy, you miserable you, Candace Owens?
Hold on. Before he continues, I just want to say this, brother. Nothing about this tells me that you have joy yourself. Nothing about this soliloquy tell me that you have any peace at all. Wheezy makes a great point. Why are you gay? Bruh, you sound very soft in the draws, man. Why are you so soft in the draws? Why is this man so soft in the draws? Huh? Why is he so upset? But yet, he's talking about somebody else not having any joy. I want y'all to make sure y'all pay attention to this. I'm going to continue it. I'm about to push play. But I want y'all to notice this. Usually people who are the most negative, yeah, I said it correctly. That was not a typo. Are usually coming from a place of projection. He is saying that she lacks joy, yet do any of you, please let me know in the chat, do you believe, just with a thumbs up or thumbs down, if he has joy in his life? When I was a kid, man, I wanted to be in movies. I wanted to be in Hollywood. I wanted to sing like Bobby Brown. I thought I was Bobby Brown. I thought I was Michael Jackson at one point, but Bobby Brown was a little rougher around the edges, and that was more me. Michael Rapaport then did a lot in Hollywood. Brother, you supposed to be happy. You're living the life that most people wish they can live. Why are you so upset? He's so hemorrhoidal. Have you ever seen a hemorrhoidal person? If you were to look up hemorrhoidal individual in the dictionary, you might not find it because I just made that up. But if I didn't just make it up, I'm certain Michael Rapaport's face would be in that bad boy waving at you. If Candace was liberal, he'd be canceled for racism immediately. With this much vigor that's coming from him, so many people would be like, he's so racist saying this about a black person. He's so racist. He's racist. He's a racist. Come on, bro. Thank you so much, Mika. I appreciate that. And thank you, Wheezy. I appreciate you. And Shauna, thank you for the super sticker, man. Y'all are killing it. Y'all are killing it. But cuz is so damn hemorrhoidal, man. I promise you, I've never seen a more hemorrhoidal person. Well, yeah, I have. But they're mostly Democrats.
Because she reads this on the internet and that on the internet. Does anything bring you joy, you miserable you, Candace Owens? I don't think anything brings you joy. I don't think you like being a parent. I don't think you like being a wife. I don't think you like yourself, Candace Owens. I don't think you like yourself. I don't think you like your kids. She's like, well, I'm a Christian. Candace Owens. Candace the Christian. Really? Well, maybe that's not working because I never seen an angry, nasty Christian. Maybe you need to go find Buddhism or Judaism or something. Do yoga, Pilates, do something because you're a miserable, nasty Candace Owens. You low-life, miserable Israel derangement syndrome, Jewish derangement syndrome, Zionist derangement syndrome, sick Candace Owens. Nothing makes you happy. I seriously think that being married doesn't make you happy. And I think being a mother doesn't make you happy. And I think you don't make you happy, Candace Owens, you rotten dog, you.
Question, this is for the chat. How many of you believe that he felt better after saying that? He is the only Jewish commentator fighting for his people. He hated Trump. Now he turned around to a conservative. Candace is fake conservative. Candace is not fake conservative. In my opinion, I don't think she's fake conservative. I just don't think that she likes MAGA too much. Well, she's MAGA. She's actually a MAGA Republican. I just think that when she hear about certain things that's happening in Israel, she has an issue with it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let her speak for herself in a second, just so you can see exactly why Michael Rapaport has an issue with the Tijuana border jumper. When you scream beta like JLP, you have to sound like you straining on the toilet. Beta. Hold on. Beta. I don't think that sounds right, bro. I like beta. And you talking about I sound better when I say beta. That don't sound right. That don't sound right, bro. Tijuana border jumper, you have set me up to fail. You have set me up to fail publicly. Hey, man, thank you so much for the super chat, though, brother. I appreciate you. Courtney, I believe that. I believe that when he was done, he logged off and he started screaming, and his family started calling him like, bro, are you okay? Are you all right? You got to stop talking about Candace. I'm sure that when he goes to the doctor and they're checking on his heart situation that's going on, all of his heart palpitations that he's having, his doctor's only prescription to him is, I think you need to stop listening to Candace. Like, you got to stop listening to Candace. You cannot listen to Candace anymore. She's killing you. I'm sure his wife is probably fussing at him and they're having like little intervention sessions in his house. He come home from work and they're all surrounded in the daggone living room. Like, come here, we need to talk to you. You need to stop watching Candace. It's killing us. It's ruining us. It's killing our relationship. Excuse me. Jesus, let me drink some of this water. I've been doing too much talking this morning. Hemorrhoidal. Yeah, he's definitely hemorrhoidal. Definitely. Ain't nowhere in the world he ain't got like at least 15 hemorrhoids. I'm sure of it. There's no way of finding out. If one of you guys want to go check for me and just confirm, that would be dope. But hold on. Refreshing. Oh, Lord. Beta. Beta. Nah. Tijuana border jumper, I tried it again. It ain't gonna work. Okay. So this is the reason why he started fussing at her. This is the reason right here.
I would literally rather saw off my own foot than support Israel ever again, by the way. Never supporting that demonic nation ever again. That's like, I am so off that train. It's crazy. I've learned way too much. Like you delivered in every way that you are supposed to deliver by just going full mask down. You often hear this word inhumane, right? And they don't dehumanize. You dehumanized yourself. You proved that you have to not be a human to look at what is going on in Gaza and to try to spin it as necessary, as a necessary response to October 7th. That takes somebody that is something other than human to keep doing that. And that's what you've done, and that's what you're being, and I will never be able to unsee that like the rest of the world. That's why I say it's incumbent upon us now. These are our kids that are growing up. You may have been able to do it with Robert Maxwell's textbooks, raise generation people to think like I did, like, oh my gosh, like we have to make sure that a Holocaust never happens. We have to support Israel. Nope. Now we are reading the books. We're learning about how you've executed this. You've blindfolded the entire world to what you are. And what I think you might be is possessed by a real demon. I'm Catholic. I believe in demons. And Netanyahu is very clearly a demon. And any person that supports him, Like you are a part of a like totally demonic enterprise, and we're never going to be able to unsee that. Okay. Oh, it didn't happen. No, Hamas is stealing. Hamas, ISIS, all of these people are just so conveniently. These terror groups are so convenient in helping Israel expand its borders. We know that now. We're aware of these operations that you're running and constantly blaming it on Muslims, radical Muslims, that you're funding always, right? You just always happen to be funding, Israel happens to be funding these groups. We're aware of what you're doing in Armenia. You're killing Christians. You've always been killing Christians. And you've always been pointing the finger at Muslims. So everyone's awake to that now. You got a little bit more than a PR problem, Bill Ackman. Okay. You have the PR solution, which is that you.
All right. So question. Because I see a lot of you got an issue with what she's saying. What is she saying that's lies? I see Rambo Biz is saying that she's saying nothing but lies. You guys are saying she's going off on the deep end. She's losing it. What's going on with this? Like, what is she saying that's different? I mean, that's lies. I'm here to learn. And I'm gonna throw your comment up on here. You ain't gotta super chat it. I'm gonna throw your comment up here. Send Van some flowers and click that like button. Yeah, click the like button. You ain't gotta send me no flowers though. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate you, brother. What is she saying? That all right, here we go. While I don't believe in demons, any culture that indoctrinates its young to believe only they are God's chosen, well, imagine how they feel about everyone else. That's a great point. That is a great point. I have to say, that's a phenomenal point. We're so busy to say, well, Israel is the chosen people and we got to make sure we always respect and take care of them and blah, blah, blah. Well, if they believe that they are the chosen people and that they can do whatever the heck they want, how do they think about other people who are not them? Just consider that. That's a great point. Yeah, that's a phenomenal point. Let me see here. Let me see what y'all are saying. She has some points, but so hateful. Okay. I agree with her on Israel. I do think Muslims are more sinister than she would like to believe. Just because Israel is anti-Muslim doesn't mean Muslims should be trusted. 1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, not all of them, like all of them shouldn't be, they shouldn't not trust all of them, but she's absolutely right. Maybe they have a reason for being the way that they are when it comes to these Muslims. You're right. Thank you for that, Wally. The sad part is I agree with her so much on a lot of her points. I just don't like the fact that she promotes Islam. Okay. That's fair. I mean, if she promotes Islam, Candace needs to stop. Okay. All right. JJ says they show pictures of sick children and say that is really starving them. They show pictures of sick children and say that is really starving them. Okay, so okay. Well, I don't fully understand that, JJ. All right. Let me see. They're pushing this for one Kamala Harris to run for president and have the blacks back her. I don't know why, man. They need to pick a new damn candidate. For real. They need to pick a new candidate. I saw something on CNN just yesterday where they were saying, if you're thinking about running for president, here's the time, because there are no front runners. None. Now, how horrible of a candidate must you be for there to people don't even consider you a front runner, and it's only 7 months later? How horrible of a vice president were you? If it's only 7 months later after you've run, well, it's not 7 months later. I'm thinking January when Trump started. 9 months, and they don't even consider you to be one of the front runners. But yeah, she's going on her book tour. I'm not going to run for governor. I don't want to answer any. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to get people's votes. I just want to go on the world tour, talk to some people about my book. She ain't never say about my book, but that's what she's going around talking about. Yeah. I believe everything is going to unfold according to God's will for us. I believe that as well. But this is causing so much tension right now that, you know what I mean, it's nuts. Jews are the chosen people, but Jesus made it clear they can't do whatever they want, which was why Pharisees were spoken against. Speak, Ash. Speak, Ash. Thank you, Ash. That's what I'm talking about. You can't just do whatever you want just because you're the chosen people. Yeah, I like that. Here we go. Okay, Flower says they don't believe they can do whatever they want. They follow strict religious law. Okay. Leave all innocent people out of the wars. Okay, y'all cooking. All right, hold on. We get in there. Let me see here. It's in God's hands. Here's Shauna. I saw a video earlier of someone saying they were just in Gaza and the media is lying about the people dying from starvation. I need to find it. Thank you so much, Shauna. If you find it, let me know. All right. As Jones says, Israel is straight up evil. Israel is straight up evil. It calls to make the entire world Islam by force. You know, there's certain parts of our country right now where that's actually happening. It's happening right now in our backyard. They are creating Muslim after Muslim. They're opening up mosque after mosque after mosque. I know this guy, right? He's doing very well, very successful black man. You know, he is a black Democrat, unapologetic. I represent anything black. I want nobody to win but blacks. He represents that. But he's a good dude though. That's just the lane he in. Like black is great. You know, that black is the only thing that's great. But he was telling me, man, we looking to get a house in a new location. We're trying to relocate. And I said, why? He said, because there's a bunch of Muslims moving around here. I said, why? He said, because a couple of years ago, they built this huge mosque that's right there. And a bunch of Muslims are moving in this area. And I said, why is that an issue for you? He said, because if you look out of my backyard and you look into theirs, and we got a Muslim on the right and we got a Muslim over there, they're not taking care of their land. They're putting their clothes and stuff on their deck in our neighborhood, like hanging up clothes on your deck. This is not a balcony. It's not that type of neighborhood. We have $700,000 houses around here. You shouldn't treat your. And I was like, they only doing that because they Muslim. He's like, I don't want to seem like a xenophobe or anything like that or be against their religion. But for the most part, yeah, most of them are treating their property like that. And it's unfortunate. And I can't be around this. So they're building new mosques all over the United States. They're buying up crazy amounts of land. It's happening. It's happening. So, and I ain't got no issue with people bigging up their religion. They do what you want to do. As long as you don't think that we're supposed to assimilate, I'm not doing that. I'm not shit. Think it's gonna go down like it does in them Muslim countries, and you're gonna get a rude awakening. That's just how I look at it. But yeah, let me see what y'all are saying. Arturo, Israel was the chosen people, but that is no longer. Israel was the chosen people, but it's no longer. Read your Bible to know the truth. All right. Now, give us a scripture, brother, or a book to go to. I know that if you see, that's just so open, man. The Bible is so big, and it tells so many stories. And some people don't even believe in the New Testament. They're only Old Testament. Like most Muslims believe in the Old Testament, not necessarily the New Testament. All right. Because when Jesus come along, everybody look at him as a different, like some look at him as a prophet, some look at him as a father, the son of God, some look at him as the Holy Trinity. Like there's so much out there about this. So depending on how you look at it, and I'm not against any of it, I'm a Christian and I believe in the Holy Trinity, Father, God, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right. And some people believe that I'm on fantasy island because I believe that. Well, then believe whatever you want. Because guess what? When it comes to your faith, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody at all. I guess we will find out if we're right or wrong when it's time for us to go. On our last day, we will find out if we were right or wrong. At the end of the day, use the principles to become a better person and to raise great little people so that they can be great old people when they grow up. It's about the principles. It's not about trying to get all these people on your side and group think. Group think is what's ruining us right now. That's what's ruining us. That group think, man. Learn how to respect other people's religions and relationships with God. You know what I mean? You promote whatever religion in America you want. Also, promote that American rights don't stop where your religion starts. Critical thinking, you are on it. I just now said that didn't even see promote whatever religion you want to promote. It's completely up to you. Like your relationship with God is your relationship with God. The same way your relationship with your spouse is your relationship. Your relationship with your kids is your relationship with your kids. Your relationship with your siblings and your parents, that's yours. That don't mean ours got to be. Like you tell me I don't like her because she did this to me and she be talking about me and her kids, they think they better than my kids and all this other stuff. Okay, since you told me all that stuff, what that supposed to mean? That I'm not supposed to be friends with your family member because you don't like them? No, that's not how life works. I'm going to have my own relationship, my own friendship, and it's going to be based off of my own discernment. Like if I'm going to see someone as a bad person, I'm going to see him as a bad person because I see them as a bad person, not because the word on the street or the general consensus is, or we already voted, they're bad. That's what they're trying to do to Trump right now. That's what they're trying to do to MAGA right now. They voted for Trump, so they must all be bad. It's group think. It's like that mob rule type of thing. And I hate that. Like I'm an individual. I think how I think. I move how I move. You hear me? That's just how that go, man. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we cooking with grease today. We cooking with grease. Let me see. A sick child was depicted in the news. And the claim was Israel is starving the children in Gaza. One sick daggone child or a lot of sick children, and they're saying that they're starving the kids. We don't know if they're starving the kids. Unless you've been over there, and I'm talking about in the areas where they are starving the kids, man, this stuff might be true. It might be false. We don't know. Who's reporting the actual facts? Who's the boots on the ground over there that's showing us what's going on? I believe she just now had a conversation with Tucker Carlson about this too. How do you become a member or accept someone's gifted memberships? Guys, can someone answer how you accept someone's gifted membership? Because there are some gifted memberships in there. It was like, I know a couple of times somebody bought like 5 of them. So there's some gifted memberships in there. As far as joining, you just hit the join button. That's right underneath the video. This should be right beside analytics and edit video. Well, I don't think you guys will see it that way. Only I can see my analytics and edit the video. So, but it's right there beside the name underneath the video. All right. So you look underneath the video right here. It should be right here on this side right here. Yeah. Hit join. All right. Candace does not have anything against Jewish people. She is staunchly against the government of Israel, specifically for inhumane actions they partake in. The Israeli government is narcissistic. You don't have to be, you know what? If that's actually the truth, Will, then that's something to make a decision off of. Period. if you have some knowledge about the way their government runs, and based off of the information you have, and you surmise that they are not treating their people right, that they do whatever the hell they want to do, based off of we are Israel and you can't say nothing to us, we are the chosen people. Like as soon as you walk into Israel, you start hearing people hum. You know what I mean? Then don't just, let me tell you something. Go out there and do your own due diligence, guys. Do your own research. Don't just Google it and stop there. You might receive some information from a biased source. Check somewhere else. You know what I mean? Ask Grok. Ask Claude. Ask ChatGPT. Ask Perplexity. Ask Notion. Like, go to Israel. See if there's some Israel websites that you can go on and read what's really going on in their country. Listen to their local news, if they're able to report the truth, because some places, some countries will not allow you to report anything other than the propaganda they want you to push. And that's another thing that separates the United States from other countries. Why? Because we have mainstream media that pushes propaganda on both sides, but we also have media sources that can tell you the truth without being punished. I mean, censorship and all that other stuff. But other than that, we're not going to go to jail for putting truth out there. In these other countries, you're going to jail, you're getting killed, you're going to end up missing. You say something. Here, you know what I mean? It still happens. It does still happen. It does still happen. Don't think that it don't still happen here. It does. It does. Why? If it don't happen here, then riddle me this. Okay? And I'm not going to stay on this point. I don't want to belabor the point, but I want to say this. If it don't happen here, riddle me this. How come Hillary Clinton's staff, how come she lost so many people on her staff? Huh? How come nobody's being held accountable for a chef drowning in Barack Obama's backyard? And we keep on hearing that these people had stories to tell. These people had information on this. They had information on that. People pop up missing all the time all over the United States. And it's usually because they're connected to someone powerful and they were about to tell a story that they didn't want to tell. And they just end up unaliving themselves. It's happening. It still happens. So it does happen here. It does happen here. The chosen my ass. Leslie, I like you already, Leslie. Hold on. I got to read it like Leslie want me to read it. And scene. The chosen my ass. They're behind a lot of shit. And everybody's trying so hard to cover for them that it's to the point it's way too obvious now. Shout out to Leslie. Shout out to Leslie. Did I do you some Did I do you some justice? Let me know if I did you some justice, Leslie. I want to know if that's how you sound when you, because you're like, the chosen my ass. The chosen my ass. Yeah, I ain't gonna read that no more. She's just unlikable. I get that. Anybody that constantly beats a point until you get it, like just constantly beating the point. Bridget got a dingling. Bridget got a dingling. I promise y'all, she got a dingling. She don't have a vagina. How come she won't show it to me? I just want to see your vagina. She got a dingling. She got to. She never showed us any pictures when she had a vagina. Okay, then she must have a dingling. Anybody like that, you're not gonna like. You're gonna be like, you're annoying. Like, I just want to smack the hell out of you. If I was ever within arm distance, I'd probably just put my fingers across your jaw just slightly, but you're gonna feel it. You're gonna get slapped. So she's just unlikable. They showed a little boy who they said was starving, but in all actuality, he is sick with a disease, not starvation. All right. Okay, that's long. That's long too. In my opinion, it seems like the Democrats want to lose again. They didn't try very hard this past election. You think they didn't try very hard? Shit, I think they tried. I think they tried. They got caught off guard. They got caught off guard. The people that actually made the decisions were trying to change things up in the final hour. George Clooney, you know, I don't know how in the hell George Clooney is running everything, but he was. Him, Barack, and Nancy Pelosi. They couldn't agree with the direction that they wanted to go in, so they just threw a Hail Mary. Everybody get behind Kamala. Everybody. Then Michael. Then Michelle Obama starts telling all these black women that if the man in your life do not vote for Kamala, he don't respect you or any black woman. If the man in your life, you should leave your husband. She didn't say you should leave your husband, but she did say you should disagree with them. You should fight back. You should let them know that a vote for Trump is a vote against women. So they did try. Barack Obama went and talked to young black men at different schools and was telling them that y'all have a right. I mean, y'all have an obligation to back this black woman. Y'all got mothers, don't you? What color is your mother? Black? Then you need to vote for her. What color is your sisters? Black? Then you need to vote for Kamala. What color is your, like, so yeah, they was trying to make it an obligation for real. So I'm glad that y'all put this information out there, because sometimes when Candace is very passionate about her position. One thing that I love about her that a lot of y'all probably do not like, when she gets enough information, she makes a decision. Some people will say that she's just a YouTuber. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I believe she has more information than a lot of these journalists. I think she deep dives more than most people that we get our news from. I believe she is, she's, I don't believe in everything she's saying because I don't know enough to say it's true or not. I just know that she does not half-ass her audience. That's the reason why her audience love her. Not because she's controversial. Well, she is controversial, but the reason why her audience love her, and this is for people who do content creation, right? If you don't waste people's time and you give them something of value, they will come back. They will continue to watch your stuff and share your stuff and donate and, you know, sow a seed into your operations. They will speak highly of you when you're not in the room. You know, that's what Candace has built. She's built that. She's not afraid to buck the system. And her bucking the system is the reason why a lot of you love her, or loved before she started going against Israel. But to say that she is just a YouTuber, nah, I can't. She's not just a content creator. She's not. She deep dives too much. She has a whole team of people that go out there and get this information so that when she gets on the screen, that she's not telling anything, she's not knowingly telling any lies, you know? So her position on Israel is only hers and hers alone. I'm not telling you guys to agree with it. I'm not telling you guys to share it in her way of thinking. That's completely up to you. It's subjective, just like anybody's opinion, right? But if you want to see where she got her information from, I will say you should go to her channel, listen to a couple of videos. She will tell you where she got the information. You go back and you check it yourself, verify it. And if it's false, then stop watching her. Then unfollow her. Stop giving a damn about what she says. But to call her just some regular YouTuber, nah, she's not a YouTuber. She is a YouTuber. She does it at an extremely high level, but she's more of a journalist than most of these people that we know their names and we see them on all of these huge platforms on mainstream media. I think she's more of a journalist than Don Lemon. I think she's more of a journalist than Joy Reid. I think she's more of a journalist than anybody on The View. I think she has more journalistic integrity than Rachel Maddow. That's just me. Like, I see people who make $50 million, $40 million, $20 million, $5 million, all that other stuff with these mainstream platforms, but I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. And I'm a skinny brother. I can't throw nobody nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm a slim guy. I can't throw anybody anywhere. And let me see what y'all talking about. She profiling the Israelites. You know what that means, right? When you profile, that means she racist. She racist. Anyone know about and PAR? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Anyone know about Seventh-day Adventist Church? I was thinking about joining. Look into it. Look into it. It's not that much difference from most other Christian walks, Christian faith, but they celebrate on the Sabbath. The Sabbath is Saturday. They rest on the Sabbath. They don't do anything on the Sabbath. That's when they rest. They literally rest. All right. I used to debate a bunch of people when we were in, when I worked for DOD for 17 years. I used to be a part of a Bible study, and the person that would lead the Bible studies, he was a Seventh-day Adventist. He was also an engineer there on the installation, and we used to debate all the time. Like, come on, bro. The Sabbath is not Sunday. The Sabbath is this. The Sabbath is that. You know, if you're not doing this right and you're not doing this that way, then you're violating God's law and all that other stuff. So a lot of those things, he was firing on all cylinders. Like, I looked into and I saw that a lot of things he was talking about was right. But I grew up as a Southern Baptist. You know, when the pastor don't preach unless he has a rag in his pocket, a towel of some sort, because he's about to hoop and holler. He's about to make sure that you are excited to give him $1. He's going to wipe his forehead. He's going to scream. He's going to sing. He's going to tell you to slap your neighbor and tell him something. He's going to encourage that you jump up and down and clap your hands and stomp your feet. So it's different types of ways of worship, but at the end of the day, I will say do your own due diligence. Look into it, but be serious about the Lord. I will say this. This is what I will say. I will say read the Bible and study it for yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible, and I don't know exactly which one, but it says, study to show thyself approved. Where we mess up is by aligning ourselves with certain denominations of Christianity, Islam, you name it. We align ourselves with the one that matches us the most, the one that matches our personality. Religion is not a damn outfit. Religion is not a relationship. I will say be less religious, more spiritual, but lock in with the word of God. And if you believe that the Holy Quran is where you should get your word, then study it. Study it, read it. Look into people who actually study it and get some knowledge and information from them. I will say study as many religions as you possibly can and compare them to one another. See if there's any inconsistencies. See if there's anything that stands out to you as, man, this is BS, bro. Come on, for real. For real, you want me to believe that? For real. But at the end of the day, too, I will say ask the Lord for a gift of discernment. Do that. And I believe that's extremely important. I believe before you study anything, you should ask the Lord for a gift of discernment. Lord, I just want to know that when I'm hearing your voice, I'm sure. I don't want to hear the pastor's voice in my mind or the deacon's voice or my friend's voice or social norms telling me exactly how I should be worshiping you. I want to know that when I'm told to move right, that is your voice leading me that way. That is not my ancestors. It's not my dead uncles. None of that. I want to know that I want your will to be done. If you're going to fully submit yourself, make sure you pray for the gift of discernment so that when you do move, it's the Lord telling you to move and no one else. This thing goes crazy, man. Some people aren't religious because of this reason. And if you are not religious or spiritual or locked in any type of way, hopefully this conversation does not push you away, but pulls you forward to God. Okay? Because sometimes we get stuck praising the creations of God, which is absolutely foolish. That's like complimenting a cheeseburger for how good it tastes, rather than complimenting the chef for what he did with his hands and knowledge. You know what I mean? Because the farmer is important, the chef is important, like all of that, the ingredient, all of that. Do your due diligence, but pray to God for the gift of discernment so that, Lord, when I hear your voice, I know it's you talking to me. All right? That would be helpful. Let me see. Thank you, Jackass Whiskey. I appreciate you, brother. Whiskey, Jack. I'm talking to you about the Lord, and your name is Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. And if Clooney sang "The Man of Constant Sorrow," would it have better to get Biden out of the election? Guys, you can answer that. I don't even know what the Man of Constant Sorrow is. So, Shane, thank you, brother. Hopefully somebody gets something from that. But that one right there went, phew. Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans made a chunk of money and just donated $2,000 to them. You just donated a chunk of money to what? The Seventh Day Adventists? Bruh. Okay. They bought the church I used to go to. I went inside to cut a check to the Lutheran church that helped me. Found out it was SDA. Check a check anyway. Oh, well. Well, you did the right thing. Your heart was in the right place. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Your heart was in the right place. And if you found out anything else, I say go get your money back or put a stop on the check. But your heart was in the right place, man. For real. You say LeBron killed? Nah, you lying. You lying. No. Hold on 1 second. Nah, ain't nowhere in the world. Okay, nah, I ain't seeing nothing about that. So this ain't true. This ain't true. This can't be true. This can't be true. This can't be true. Let me see if Grok was asked about this. Nah, ain't no way in the world. I would have heard about this. This would be trending. It's not trending. Nah. Why would y'all? Nah, ain't no way in the world. I don't see his name not even trending. His name not trending, bro. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Yeah, that didn't happen. Or had me looking at this. You are something else. Who sent me on this wild goose chase? Looking for LeBron James unalived in daggone Seattle. Y'all are something else, man. I need to stop reading y'all. Let's see here. I haven't tithed much, so giving to them made me feel good. I would give $5,000 to Eastern Lutheran Church. What I liked about the SDA is the diversity of people. Lots of black people were there with a band. Well, listen, brother, I think it's amazing that you're sowing a seed into your church. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. And you have that, what you do with your money is what you do with your money. You know what I mean? You put it into the Lord's house, you get nothing but respect from me. For real. You do. You get nothing but respect from me. All right. So have y'all seen this right here? I just want y'all to see this because there are some people who are saying that Kamala Harris ran an amazing race, but if she did, this right here wouldn't be happening.
Democrats at this point are historically divided. It is a complete and utter mess. It is messier than a hoarder's basement. What are we talking about here? The national early poll leader, 25% plus. Normally, that's where Democrats are. Biden was at 25% plus in 2020. Hillary Clinton was in 08 and 16. Gore was in 00 and 04. At this particular point, there is no one in the Democratic race for president who's polling at 25% plus. The water is quite warm. If you're a Democrat potentially thinking about running in 2028, jump right in, because at this point, there is no front runner.
What do you think? Is that because how people view the Democratic Party right now, is that contributing to this?
Yeah, I think that is in large part of what's going on, is one of the reasons why there is no front runner. Nobody wants to put anybody up at the top of their ballot list, is because at this particular point, the Democratic brand is in the basement. It is total and complete garbage in the mind of the American public. The Democratic Party's net favorable rating, record lows in all three. Wall Street Journal, 30 points underwater. CNN, 26 points underwater. Gallup, 26 points underwater. And that is being driven in large part by discontent within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants something different. We'll ultimately end up seeing who they choose. It'll be quite the thing who ultimately gets the vote.
Here's what I say about this. Great job, MAGA. Give yourselves a hand clap. Give yourselves a pat on the back. This is exactly what they get. Oh, dumbass Democrats. Dad. That is the acronym for dumbass Democrats. Dad. I hate you, Dad. They don't have a front runner. But yet, Kamala Harris is on a world tour. Yet, when she goes to the Colbert late night show, when she walks in, everybody's yelling, USA, USA, USA. Why is that? That was never the chant for the Democrats, ever, ever. As a matter of fact, it made their skin broil because they hate the United States of America. And I believe that 1000%. We've never seen a Democrat rally with Biden and Kamala where they're talking about USA. They're not even holding USA flags. They holding Ukraine, Palestine, and rainbow flags. They're not holding no USA flags. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Feel free to correct me. I told y'all before in many of my daggone videos, I am a political savant. Novice. I'm not savant. Novice. I'm just now learning this whole thing, man. But based off what I've seen, they don't chant no USA. Dumbass Democrats. Dad. Get out of my room, Dad. We don't have anybody to represent us, Dad. Wow. Wow. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what you got to say, Courtney. I want to hear it. Courtney. We want to hear it, Courtney, with a C. Tell me what you really think. This ain't about being popular. We ain't about being popular. We not popular over here. We everything but. What you really think, Courtney? I hate you, Dad, you dumbass Democrat. This lady was attacking me. She was saying some things to me on X. And she said that I was delusional. She called me another name. And I called her a Democrat. And she stopped responding. I think that pissed her off. I called her a Democrat. And I think that was the mic drop right there. Like, it's like, a piece of silver to a vampire. Like, they don't want that, man. That's what they're trying to do. I think that too. I think that's too. And they're trying, but it's not going to work. They're trying, but it's not going to work. They trying to make it seem like the country is so messed up as a whole. They're trying to make it seem like everything is flipped on its head. Y'all remember the good old days when the Democrats were saying that the whole Epstein thing was a hoax? It's made up. It's nothing to see here. Shows it's nothing to see here. It's a nothing burger is what they say. It's a nothing burger. But now what's happening? Now they want to have it released because they like, man, look, if I'm going down, we all going down. If I'm going to go down, then we all going down. That's what they are right now. They are ready to burn up everything just so they can get power. Just is what it is. And then you have Elon Musk that's beating that drum. And he's still one of the most popular people in the world. Gotta keep that. You know what I mean? He's still one of the most popular people in the world. So, yeah. Yeah, so I say this. See, it works. Herb Petty. Let me see. And with a last name like Petty, is it Petty or Petey? I don't know. But I'm going to say Petty, although it's not two T's. But we make up our own rules. I've been seeing some things, man. We definitely make up our own rules for real. But if you call one of them a Democrat, oh, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. All right. So they don't have anybody as a front runner right now. So, yeah, there's that. I want to give a special shout out to our newest content creator who just now purchased a course. I just now came across this information earlier today. I'm super excited. Hold on, where is it? Social, primary, update. M Rain, what's her name? M Rain Pope. Shout out to you for becoming our latest content creator to purchase the course. Thank you so much. I pray you get every single thing that made you click that button to get the course. And if you need anything from me, just let me know. Make sure you join the Facebook group, and I look forward to seeing you inside of our group calls as well, that are usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for both of those times. All right. So if you can't come to one, come to the other. But that's one of the biggest pieces of value that come from our course, and I pray you take advantage of it. So, Pope, I don't know if you're a man or woman yet. I haven't spoke to you yet, but I will say congratulations. I look forward to working with you, and yeah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. You're gonna really enjoy it for real. For real. Let me see. The food that is sent in Hamas is taking. So the U.S. has been helping Israel get food directly to those in Gaza to keep Hamas from hoarding it and then selling it. So the U.S. so the food that they already have, they're taking it from them. So the U.S. is trying to help them. I think that's dope. Wendy says we enslaved them for the knowledge. Are you serious? She definitely needs to get a book and read and learn. Who we talking about, Wendy? Are we talking about Kamala? We talking about Candace? Who we talking about? Talking about Hillary? Megyn Kelly? Who we talking about? Who we talking about? Oh, she's talking about that little that black lady with the horns and with the little things in her nose. Yeah, that was back then. If you haven't seen the whole thing, man, make sure y'all go watch from the beginning, guys. Shout out to you all. Also, I need to make a correction. Shout out to Robert Frederick. Shout out to Robert Frederick. He sent me an email yesterday, and I want to share this with you guys because some people actually care that I make sure that I'm on point. And this brother, he sent me an email, and I'm going to show this to you. All right, here we go. It's from Robert Frederick. And he says, "Hey, my friend, I just needed to correct you on your video about the road rage incident where the two brothers were shot in the convenience store. It actually wasn't a whites on black incident, but a Hispanic, possibly illegal on black incident. Please try to bring it up and point out the correction to your viewers. I really don't like to get in the middle of crap like that. I like everyone the same as long as they are good. But I thought it was important enough this time to point out the only colors that I really focus on are the ones I put in my artwork. I would not be a bit surprised out to be another illegal immigrant crime incident in a blue city where they protect them more than us, American citizens. I pray that major moves will be made by the Trump administration to stop all of that crap once and for all real soon. Please let me know what to do to get on the live group calls and where to go." All right, bet. So y'all remember the video that we showed where there was a guy driving the wrong direction, right? And he was, let me show y'all just not the video, but I'm gonna show y'all the what I'm talking about so you can have a better understanding. All right, and shout out to Robert for that. I appreciate it. I said white based off the color of the guy. I mean, based off of the look. All right. So this is what he's talking about right here. Because we reported on this story just yesterday in the live stream. And excuse me.
We're brothers.
Yeah, he's talking about this right here.
Shooter had his bond reduced.
The store. This 72nd.
What happened was this guy right here was driving in the wrong direction. And these two guys right here, the driver of the car was telling him he need to turn the hell around. You're driving the wrong direction, bro. So this car turns around, follows them. They go to the gas station. They go to the gas station, go inside the gas station, and this guy right here is standing right behind the tall one. He's standing right behind the tall one. Some words are exchanged. The tall one slaps him. He slaps him. This guy right here pulls out his gun and immediately start dumping on both him and his brother. Not only did he dump on him, but he shot him. They dropped. He went and stood over top of them, shot him some more, and then he pistol whipped him. Then he was released from prison on a $5,000 bond. Then they said the prosecutor was not even going to prosecute him for shooting the big guy that slapped him, but only shooting his brother because these are two brothers. And right here is what I was going off of, just his picture. He can go as a Hispanic. He can pass as a white man. And honestly, I did not even care. I was just looking at the color, looking at him, like him, period. I was just looking at him. All right. But he got released on a $5,000 bond. And I was letting you guys know that this is the reason why a lot of black people make the statements they make about our country being racist. Because after a person that's not black stands on top of a black person and shoots them, they can get out of jail on a $5,000 bond and only get a manslaughter charge for the other brother that he shot and killed, but not for the one that put their hands on him. Stopping the threat does not mean I'm going to empty the clip over top of you while you're already dead, and then I'm going to smack you in the face with the gun while you're already dead. That's not real life at all. That's not real life. So when I pointed that out, Robert let me know, yo, that's not a white guy. That's a Hispanic guy. You know what? That's even worse. It says a lot about the last administration, because there was many times where these illegal immigrants will commit crimes. I'm talking about heinous crimes, not even stealing from a store, but I'm talking about really hurting people, setting people on fire, beating the hell out of police. Like, they was doing some crazy things, taking over apartment complexes. And that's still alleged because they say that they weren't taking over apartment complex. That never happened. That was fake, blah, blah, blah. We seen the videos. We shared the videos. We talked about them before. All right. But they let the illegals do whatever the hell they wanted to do in the last administration. And it looks like it's still happening. It looks like it's still happening. There's another story that's going around of a Hispanic guy that just now kidnapped a little girl, and he's on camera doing it. And I think he got stopped. But yeah, another illegal immigrant that just said, yo, I want to go kidnap a little girl. And he did just that. So yeah. So my bad for calling him white. Didn't know that would need a correction, but hey, he's not white. He is Hispanic. All right. I'm not donating all the money. I am buying an Eames chair with footstool. I've wanted one for 40 years. Okay, that's what's up. Hopefully that joint is amazing. How old are you, brother? Jackass whiskey and pinto beans. How old are you, man? Did somebody say, where do you hide your weed? Did you say hide? Who are you talking? Did you say hide? Where do you hide your weed? Is that for me? Do y'all hide your weed? Chicken thighs, juicy pork, and corn on the cob on the grill. That's what I'm talking about, Walt. And we ain't get no invite. So that being said, nobody likes a bragger. If you're not going to feed us, Seymour, then don't tell us what you're about to feed yourself. That's disrespectful. Okay. Okay, Courtney, I see y'all joking about it. Okay. All right. All right, so that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for pulling up. All of the people that participated inside of the chat, I really appreciate it. It was on 6 Killer Henson. Yeah, we got some dope people up in here. Caster the Mad. Thank y'all, all my blues, for manning the ship, making sure everybody stayed respectable and respectful to one another. I appreciate it. Nice seeing you, Lisa Marie. Hopefully you all have an amazing weekend. And if you haven't considered checking out my YouTube course yet, make sure you do so. It's inside of the descriptions, very first link. Click the link, get the course, join us on Facebook, or you ain't even got to join us on Facebook if you don't want to. Just make sure you join our private group calls on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you'll get everything that you want that will help you catapult to whatever next level you want to go on social media. And it's not only about YouTube, you know what I mean? And if you are between the ages of 40 and 70 and you believe you're too old or not attractive enough to do content creation, or you have nothing to offer, that this is just a young person sport, it's all a lie. All of that is a lie. As a matter of fact, I will say you have more value to add than these other people. Your value is actually real. You've done some real things. You've raised families. You've been in long-standing relationships. You've had careers. You've had trial and errors. You've been in religions and you have great experiences to discuss ad nauseum that will really help somebody, because a lot of these parents are not doing their job. Is it our responsibility to take care of other children? Yes, it is. We are the village. We are. It's our job to protect babies and fools. Just like, it's in women. Make sure we take care of the women too, man. so we continue to grow. We want to continue to have a nation, you know? We're already dying slowly, bro. We're dying slowly. Back in the day, kids used to have, our ancestors used to have 10, 15 siblings. You know, they used to have baby after baby after baby. The generations after that, they were still having a lot of siblings, a lot of kids. Now, maybe two, maybe one, and a dog. But there's a whole bunch of gay stuff going on where people aren't even, you know, they just dealing with their own sex. And they're like, yo, this is what I like. This is me. This is my truth. I'll take care of babies that were already made. You know, we'll adopt some babies, which is absolutely good. It's good too. I appreciate that. I'm a product of foster care. Yeah, I'm a product of foster care. You know, being in the system. Shout out to Diane, my guardian, who did an amazing job with me. She might not have been the perfect parent, but she was enough for me, right? And she did a good job with me, my brothers, her own children, Donnie and Sean, you know, even with my cousin Luciano. So she did she did her thing. And then when we grew up and, you know, we left, she brought in other children, like babies, young kids. A lot of them were born addicted to drugs. Some of them were born already with HIV, like those type of things. Like that's the type of area we lived in. But she took care of them until their parents were able to get on their feet and come back and get them and take care of them. So yeah, shout out to Diane and anybody that will raise somebody else's children, you know, when they need them. But we are the village. And it's our jobs to also have these types of conversations that will move the needle forward, not just for the sake of complaining, not just for the sake of being in an echo chamber where we know that there's other people around the world who agree with us, because that's pointless too. Unless we're going to do something about it, what's the point of having conversations, right? So, yeah. Thank you guys for pulling up. For everyone that submitted a super chat or joined our members, I got to say, who joined the members today? Let me see. Who became a member of the channel today? Grofty, he went ahead and supplied 5 memberships to people. Sugar Shane, he supplied a membership to someone. Shout out to Jennifer, who became a member for show. Shout out to you. Let me see. Yeah. So shout out to Jennifer for becoming a member, and shout out to Shane and Grofty for helping people out. So I appreciate that for sure. Yeah. All right. That's it, guys. I'm out, man. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the LFR family live stream. And I will see y'all on probably tomorrow or tonight. We'll see. But I'll see y'all. Thanks again, guys. Check this. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from 0 to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.